They tell me how it should feel till I live it. It's ideal. Time flies by only alone. Now just photos on my phone.
After 3 years living in Berlin, yesterday was my first live casting ever. 10 years ago, I was going to my first theater lesson. And now, 10 years later, I am living in another country. I did my graduation in acting and I was in my first live casting ever. And I know this seems like small or selbstverständlich for so many people, but for me, this is huge. And at the beginning of the year, I decided I was not going to give up on this dream. This is what I study in the first place. And this is also what I decided actively to give a break. And this was not something that was giving me money. And this was something that was way out of my bubble, being an immigrant and knowing no one here. But I decided that this year I was going to take action and I took many courses and I did my show reel, open platforms, I did professional photos, I recorded myself and I sent it emails. And by the time I took this decision was winter and now we are in summer and I'm pivoting my career and it feels like summer. It feels like I have planted and now I can eat all these nice fruits that I have really put a lot of effort into them, that they grow and that I can find pleasure in my art, in my craft, in acting again. So yeah, if you're new here and you don't know me, welcome. My name is Aline. I'm a Brazilian actress living in Berlin almost since 3 years now. So I am sharing vlogs in my life and trips and also like cozy creative habits and routines, and mostly I love to document and share with you this whole journey being a creative in this world. So if you're new here, welcome, and if you already know me, you already know what I'm talking about. And today I'm gonna share with you how this is going. This is it. I did my best and I also did some mistakes. I was not really nervous, but I wasn't like warm and like not in my voice, not in my body. And there was no instructions to like just warm up or like let's read before we do. And overall, I took like 3 hours to go there and come back. So it was exhausting. I feel like just exhausted. My energy was like low and I kind of did less than I guess I could have done for this character. It can also be that they are searching for something else, they are needing someone else. It's just not me, it's just what they need. So I guess I have to learn that.
Summer is always surprising me in just a bit. It's mid-July, then it's gone, and I haven't moved on. Summer is always confusing me. Honestly, I thought I'd feel warm, but I'm cold. It's getting old. I've said so many times when summer comes around, I'll be ready for the ride. I'll be ready this time. I'll be ready for it all. But then suddenly it's fall.
Many times I checked this poor Wahnsinn. Oh, my bone. I would sit like this. Tá. Last weekend we wanted to film your photo shooting and we wanted to do the photo shooting like as a picnic, but then it was just like raining all the time. And this time, this summer in Berlin, like maybe in the whole Europe or Germany, I don't know, but it feels like now the sun is out. Like now the sun is there. We're probably gonna do this weekend, but we will gonna do this and it will be sunny. But it just made me realize that summer is something that you cannot control, like life and weather, and there's not just in your hands, like you can do nothing about it. And life itself is like, to live is an experience that is uncontrollbar, uncontrolierbar, like I cannot control, like it's viver é uma experiência descontrolada. There's no better way to say this than in Portuguese. I've also realized that even being a creative and wanting to devote my soul to art is just not worthy. I have also my limits and I deal with this as a work now. And like every other work, I hate this job sometimes and I love this job sometimes. To find a balance between passion and work, separate yourself from it is so much more complex because I am an artist and I'm thinking every single second about my imagination in many art forms. How can I express things and how can I keep touch with my sensibility and touch others as well? I already think that I haven't studied enough music or theater or filmmaking, that I should be doing this 24/7 to practice more, to consume more art. And there is something magical about summer, which is this feeling of pause and just wanting to go outside and taking an ice cream and laying on the ground and enjoying everything that has actually nothing to do with my work. Last week also, we haven't done the picnic because it was raining, but we decided to come here anyways. And we saw like a snake, like here, like we were walking here and then the snake was like there and we both were like half an hour just screaming and like we haven't even moved and we just screamed the whole time. And now I'm like, I'm gonna film because after this moment I was like, bro, if I have my camera in my hand, it would be so amazing. But now that I'm filming, they are not coming, they are shy. I guess we found children here, like here's a lot of them, and there and there. I feel like eine Apothekerin.
And today we're here to do a picnic for photos.
Today we're here. We are making a photo shooting / picnic for Henry's art drop. So I'm basically not the only one like pivoting my career and going for my dreams. I guess as an artist, I feel like making changes is not just a question of changing my career or pivoting my career. It feels honestly like my identity is gonna change, all my feelings, because all what I do with my sensibilities. So the art form that I'm choosing to express my creativity is so much more meaningful than just pivoting my career and just starting to make another art that I was not trusting myself enough to make this in the past. So I'm right now is still in the moment of discovering, of going back to theater and like trying more castings, but still realizing that this is not the only artistic form to express myself. In the same moment that I'm like realizing what is the place of filmmaking for me, what is the place of YouTube, and if YouTube can dialogue with filmmaking outside of YouTube, and if music makes still sense for me in my life. So it's really tough to make these changes and to trust yourself enough to realize that you're going in the right direction. And I honestly do think that summer just makes me remember that life is now and life is short and deserves to be fun and lightful. And like this, I am like making decisions based in how I feel and what makes me excited. Like, honestly, changing your creativity, your sensibility, changing your job, or just a direction, or just how you make something in your life and not just in your job, based in what makes you more alive, like what brings you this curiosity, and just follow the enthusiasm, I guess. For you, the things you do for love. The things you do for love. Bro, oi, sneakers. We fear our own light. We fear to be like confident. We fear to tell, I'm awesome in this, or blah blah blah. And I felt like this makes sense because sometimes like we are pivoting our career, we are making art. I am gonna go tomorrow to a casting. In this weekend we are gonna do your picnic and it is sunny, but we still feel like weird. And why do we feel like this? Sometimes I feel like maybe we just fear our own light. Like maybe we also don't accept the brightness, or yeah, we just don't wanna see that we rock at something, that we are awesome as well, and that we are so amazing and brightful and confident. And I was like definitely experiencing this in the last days. Tá bom, obrigada. Era só isso que eu queria gravar, só isso tudo. So there's a lot of endings and a lot of conclusions by this time of the year as well, and around the cycle of my own career, I would say, because in order to create anything or to change how I'm making things or to start new projects, I also have to end some of my old projects. So there's a lot of destruction. I'm definitely gonna talk about this all in my podcasts here because I'm reflecting about this all and I'm feeling this all as well. So there's a lot of light, a lot of life, and a lot of death and endings and conclusions as well at the same time. Which makes sense because we're ending this video, and it doesn't matter how many videos I made here on YouTube or for myself, I'm never like fully satisfied with the result or with my video or with my process. This video was already so many things, and I have made already so many versions of the script. And ending something feels always liberating. It feels like I've made my decisions, I have come with these results, and now it's time to end this, conclude this, or even destroy this, or allow even myself to give up on some projects to be able to start a new one that will be full of other challenges. So, yeah, just like summer and winter and the seasons, I really do believe that life never stops like pivoting. So, why shouldn't we stop pivoting as well? Like, why shouldn't we change all the time? Why shouldn't your work, your career, your creativity, your decision making? My process is always very chaotic, and I always struggle with myself for not being so rigid or constant. And I feel like why should my path and my career be regular when I'm not? Like when the word is not. And yes, it took me 10 years to do a first live casting, or it is taking me my own time. And I am deciding to give up on my dreams, and then I'm deciding to start over again. That's just the way it is.